a birthday badge and gift box. Now, this I wanted to do, but I spotted somebody had done it before me, and so I'm going to use her measurements, and I want to give the credit to her. Her name is Barbara van den Boom. So she's the one that has kind of done the badge and the kind of box. So I'm using her measurements. Right, so I've already cut out with around we go. I've already cut out the two of these can't think, rosette. Oh dear, my brain. Rosette the dies. So I've cut out two and glued them together. I'm just showing you how to do the third in case anybody hasn't seen. You can do all different sizes, which I haven't done different sizes yet, but will do in the future. But I made a gift bag and made a gift label. Can't think of the words. It's not a good day for me today. Never mind. Okay, so I'm going to let this, I'm going to glue so much of it, and then I will get on to make the next thing. So just going to hold that in place a second or two. I'll wait for that to dry a bit, so I'm going to put that on one side. So I've already glued two together. That was the third one. Just going to leave that a minute and then I will glue the next bit. But while we're waiting to make sure the glue's dried, I have cut out the second circles in the die. So this is the biggest one and I've cut the second. I'm using both, so I have got this. In fact, actually, now looking at that, I think I'm going to cut a bigger one out as well in white, I think, or gold, yes, gold. I'm going to cut one out in gold. And now I'm annoyed with myself because I haven't found a big piece of gold, but I will look amongst my treasures in a minute. Anyway, let's get on without further ado. So what I want to do is I want to emboss this in gold embossing. Yes, I've picked up my gold. So I have got this lovely embossing tray, etc. That's I find absolutely fantastic. So getting a first mark, and I've got Time to Celebrate I'm putting on. So I'm just going to ink that up with Versamark, and I'm just going to put this at the bottom. That was a good start. Oh dear. Yeah, we're still all right. And then let's put my lid on this. And I'm going to just tip this over. That's it. Oh, it's just a bit. It's going to come off, so I'm just going to try my best to go in. There's just a little speck there that I'm not happy with. Yep, that's got it. I'm going to move that out of the way. I'm going to put my lid on to start with, and then I will just hold that with that. And I've just already plugged in. We're going to have a bit of noise. Just move that for the moment. Oh, I just think it's all right. Let's have a look. So I'm going to just let it it. Come in. Right, so it does it. There we go. Okay, let's move that out of my way, and I want to unplug this. So unplug that. Right. Now this is ready for the next one to do. Oops, let me take the pin out of my glue. And now I'm not going to advise you on tear and tape. I've been hearing that when people have done it with tear and tape, because of the force of it, the tear and tape doesn't hold it for long enough. Now Seal Plus probably would. I know Tombow will. So you can do it with any of those, but I, as I say, wouldn't advise you to do it with the tear and tape, because it's not strong enough for how powerful that is. Okay, so also going to put a 13 on this, as my eldest grandson is 13, so I'm going to make him a badge. So I want to put these on together, so I'm just going to glue these together to see where I want the position. Okay. Oh yeah, I think that's about okay. And I got stuck. Just have to push that back in place. And do that. So poke 2. I'm happy with that. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. I think my 3 is sitting. Okay. Just press down the palm of my hand. So there we go. That's part of it so far. Right, now the big thing is if I've got some gold. So just bear with me. See if I've got some gold kicking around. No. So let's see what I've got. I've got some foils, metallic foils. Let's just have a look what I've got in metallic foils. So let's see. Oh, brilliant. I've got some gold. Now, do I want brushed or do I want this goldy? I think I'll go for goldy. I was so thrilled about that. Oh, brilliant. Let's just move all these out of my way. I didn't know I got this. So let's see. Right, I'm just going to get the dies now and I'll cut out the biggest one. So I'm just going to go in this corner and just cut myself a piece of gold. I'll just remove that out of my way and put that there. it. Move that. Move that. Of those, and I'll just move those out of my way to the side. Put my die back so I don't lose it. Okay, and I'll just shut up my dies, and then I need to I'm going to turn that over and get my heat gun starting to warm up. Okay, so just do that a minute. Oops, there we go, and I want that out of the way as well. Right, and while that's just heating up, I'll just put that off to the side because we can do some things while we're waiting for that. Okay, so I'm gonna add this to here. And see if I can get this in the middle. Lovely. Okay, so we'll put that to one side, and then while we're waiting for that to do, we will get on with the next bit. I'm just going to push things out of my way a minute, and I'll bring in my trimmer. Right, I've got a piece that is 21 centimetres by 21, only it's not exact, unfortunately. I tend to go really close up to my 21, and when I put it up to my 21, there's a slight bit of gap to the existing 21 because I tend to, I've got a slight bit over, so it's not dead 21. So I would have pulled it back had I known that, but it should still work out, and we should be all right. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is, and it doesn't matter which side you start on because it's supposed to be 21 centimeters squared, you're going to do your first score line at 1 inch, then 2.5, so 2.5, then 3.5, and 5 centimeters. 5 centimeters. Okay, and we're going to repeat that on all 4 sides. So we start off with 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, 2.5 centimeters, 2.5 centimeters, sure, 2.5 centimeters, 3.5 centimeters, 5 centimeters, oops, that fell out my try, and 5 centimeters. And the next one, so that's 1 centimeter, 2.5 centimeters, 3.5 centimeters, 5 centimeters, and then 5 centimeters. Okay, last one. So 1 centimeter, 2.5 centimetres, 3.5 centimetres, and then 5 centimetres. Right, now you're going to leave it where you've got it, and we're going to only score down to the second score line now. So I'm going to move it to 6 centimetres. So I've got it on 6 centimetres, and we're going to speed this up by, what I'm going to do is come down 2 centimetres, to the second score line. So I'm coming down to, there's 1 score line, 2 lines. So I've come down as far as there. Then I'm still holding it in position, not moving it. I'm going to go up to the second score line. Okay. Then I'm going to move it along to 15. Just double check. Yeah, 15 centimetres. So I'm moving it along to 15 centimetres, and I'm going to repeat that. I'm going to score down just to the second score line, lifting it up, and then I'm going to score up. So I'm going to score up to the second score line. Okay, so you should have these here. This is lovely. The camera's picking it up. I'm using Shy Shamrock, by the way. Okay, so we'll move the trimmer for the moment. Right, let's just come over here. Right, now what I'm going to do, the glue gun should be ready by now. So what I'm going to do is, that is the die cut out like that. So I'm turning it over to the other side. If you can see, this is the kind of rougher side, and I'm just going to put some glue in the middle, just swirl it around like that, and then I'm wanting my spikes to come out, so I'm just going to turn this in and do that. Now quickly I'm going to turn it over, because I want to make sure that this is going more in the middle. So I'm happy with that. So I'm just gonna, oops, daisy, come on, I should have done it now. Let's just see, have I not put enough glue on? No, my glue's dried. So I'm just gonna go again. I have to be quicker this time. I've got that not in the centre. Oh dear, I've not got it in the centre. This is, in fact, can I peel this glue off? That's going to take a bit of my card off, but I'm going to risk this. Right, I'm going to give you a tip now. Oops, I'm going to give you a tip now. What I'm going to do is, because you can't see the other side, I'm going to, and I want this, because it's a badge, I want this so to be as perfect as I can. So let's see there. I'm going to use my board as much as possible, and I'm going to put a line across, turn it the other way, and I'm going to put a line across. So that is going to give me the middle there. That's closest I can to the middle. Now I'm going to be able to see that, because what I'm going to do is now is I'm going to put my glue, come on, I'm hoping that maybe it needs another glue stick in. Then I'm going to be able to now see, oops, no, that is the right way. No, it's not, that's the right way. Oh, if I let this glue gun dry again, I'm going to be able to see that hole, hold it in position. Let's hope that this is going to, third time's a charm, eh? There we go. Now, I need to get another glue stick in here. I'm not having much fun, am I? Yesterday I did it without any problems whatsoever. So I'm going to get another glue stick in because it's not feeding it down enough. That's it. There, it's coming out like crazy now. Right, so that's better. There we go. Need to do that fast. I'm going to put that in. I can see that. Just hold it in position so it goes off a minute. And that. There we go. Should have given it the middle. Get off the glue strings, get off. And then I'm going to put a blob of glue going on there. And then I can centralise this one and pop it down. That should be central. There we go. That's it. And then all I've got for the back, that seems to be okay. Get off my glue strings. Is I've got a pin for the back. Where's it open? I think that'll be all right. Let's see, 13's there, and stick that in the middle, and then hopefully, there we go, we've got the 13 going off there now. Okay, so that's what we've got so far. Right, I'm going to switch off the glue gun now, don't need that anymore, and I can put this back in now so it'll carry on. My phone won't go down. Okay, so we've got the badge done now. So as I say, we are now looking back at our template, our box. So what I'm going to do, oh, I know what I've done, is I thought I'd say, oh no, I've got one here. I've got a template of how I've cut this out. So it's like that, isn't it? Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut up the score line, and I'm actually going to cut slightly so that I've cut off the score line. Okay. Then we're going to go diagonally across. Get my scissors in position, go diagonally across, and then I'm going to cut the remainder off. So I'll turn it round, cut the remainder off. Okay, and I'm going to do that on all four sides first. This is so it won't confuse you, because I think it's hard to actually see this. So I'm just going to do exactly the same. So I've cut down where I've made that little score mark down the two, going across, and then I'm going to go all the way, cutting that off. Okay, I'm turning it opposite sides, going to do exactly the same. I'm cutting up that score line, well, just a little bit to the side of it, and then do my diagonal, and then I'm going to cut down this score line here. I'm going to do the same again, so I'm cutting up the score line, going to do a diagonal across and then cutting all that off. So far you should end up with that. Now I've got mine crushed under something, so I made a template just so I knew what I was doing, and I'm just going to unfold my template now so I can see what the rest is to do. Okay, so now I'm going to just put this template there, and we need now, so it's the opposite side that we've been working on, so we're working on that, sorry, that and that. Now I'm turning it the other way, and I'm going to cut down the score line to the bottom score line here. So I'm cutting down 1, 2, 3, 4 score lines. Then I'm turning it on its side and I'm cutting the top 3 off, and then I'm just going to wedge in this and this like that. Okay, and I'm going to repeat this at the next one. So I'm cutting down the score line, so that's 1, 2, 3. I'm going to the 4th score line, turn it on its side to cut off 3 of the young pieces there, and then wedge this here and here. So this is going to make a shadow box. Okay, again I'm going to the opposite, so I'm cutting down the score line, going to cut those 3 off, and then I'm going to wedge this here and here a little bit. Now I feel that wedged at the bottom, so I'm just going to go in again, and at the other side, so up on the score line till you get to the 4th one, turn it to the side, cut that off, and then go in and cut that. Now I feel here I didn't cut the score line off, so I'm just going to go back in to make sure that score line's gone. So I'm going to make sure that the score lines have all gone. That's right, yeah, okay. I'll just move those out of the way a minute, and then I'm going to go back in now. There's my bone folder. It'll show up in, yeah, it's there. And I'm going to crease all of my, finish all of my score lines now. Okay, do the opposite side first. And then do this on this. And this one now. Okay, so we're going to start off with the 2 that are plain at the sides. So I'm going to put glue along here. Okay, and I'm going to fold this in, pop that over, and then let it sit up, and I might have to hold this a second or two for it to take. I want it to take there. I'll turn it around. So I'm putting glue on there. And that one's popping because I've gone too quickly. I need to hold it a little bit longer. Oh, let's bend that one over. And let's hold them down a minute or two. Let's pop it into place. Okay. Okay, now, oh, I forgot to actually do this. So these tabs were meant to be glued first. I'm one step ahead of myself. Let's see if I can get that stuck in there. Fortunately, I can. I need to stick something. Oh dear. Oh, these tabs were meant to be glued on there. I need something that will poke in there. Done this wrong. Come on, tab take. I'll have to put some more glue on. So you should glue those tabs first. So my very big mistake there. Those tabs wanted gluing first. So I'm struggling now for them to adhere in place where I want them to. We'll see if it will, whether they will be all right ones. I haven't got enough card to actually make it again, really, so I'm struggling now. They should be in there. Right. Once you've done that, make sure that there is enough room for that to fit down okay. And there is on mine, so I'm just going to go for sticking it and hope that it's going to stick all right. So pushing those in there. That's going to go on there. Oh, and I needed a little bit of glue just on there. Let's hold it all in place and hope for the best. Okay, that's working. It's more or less worked, that. Just need to be patient. Just let me be patient a minute. Hold it. Okay, so I'm going to go for cutting these down a bit, actually. See if I can cut them down a bit more and see if they'll fit in a bit better. Right. I'm going to wedge them bit more. You wouldn't need to do that. Leave them as I've done them if you do these 4 Leica box straight away. Yeah, that's working. Got a bit more off there. That's because I've, as I say, done it wrong. So I'm going to put some glue on here, some glue on here, and they hopefully will pop in better. And then, is that catching? No, that's all right. So now I want glue a little bit on that, little bit there, and then plenty on this bit here. And then put that underneath and hold that in position. Right, now because mine has gone not quite in how I wanted it to go, I'm just gonna measure, yeah, slightly over 3.5 there, but it's dead on 3.5 there. So I'm going to go back into my comfort zone and I'm going to measure my DSP. So I'm going to do, I'm just going to take it just under. So the width I'm looking for is just under 3.5 inches. So I'm going to go to 3.5 inches and just pull it back 1/16. Okay, and then we'll see. Yeah, that's good. And then this way we're just gonna go just over 3.5. So I'm going to go to, was that 3.5, just to make sure, 3.5. I'm just going to go slightly over 3.5. So if you get the same problem as me, just measure with your ruler, and then that's the way I've done it. I'll just double check on which way it should fit in. So that was just under 3.5. So that is it. Okay. So again, I'm using the Shy Shamrock to go in here. There we go. There we go. Right, lovely. Right, now we're going to see if I'm going to go for 1.2 that way. Let's see. So I'm going to go from 11. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to go for 11.2, hopefully, and this will work. So I'm doing 11.2, 11.2. So let's see. Yeah, that's going to work. 11.2. Okay. And then I'm going to yeah, I think I'm going to be all right. So let's see if that's yeah, I'm going to go with now with her measurements. So I'm going to do that by 23. So I've done 11.2 and I'm going to do by 23.8. So 23.8. Okay, so 23.8. There we go. And then I'm going to score this at 11.2. So 11.12. Let's score that 11.2 and 12.7. So this is going to be tricky now because she does 12.7. So I'm going to get it 12.7 and then half of that. It is. So that's the tricky measurement. There's a smidgen over that, so can't rely on that. Okay. So I'm going to go for that. And let's see the moment of truth now, whether it's going to work. Come back to my trimmer in a minute. So I'm going to go over my edges. Okay. So make sure you've got that true, and hold it the other way, make sure you've got it true. Okay. There we go. And now see if this will fit in. Yeah, it does. Lovely. So I'm going to spin it around that way. Do it that way. So I'm going to put glue all on the bottom now. So this will fit on the bottom, and then I'm going to put this there we go, it's a fit, that is an accurate fit, and that will go over like that. So now this is the fun part, we're going to decorate it, and I think actually I am going to get more of that paper out and do more of that paper, so I just need to get me more of that out. Oh, shall I do, actually I might do that. Okay, put that on there, but I want it to tie up with some ribbon, so let's have a look what I've got in ribbon. Let's see. I've got some old, actually that will go quite nice. I think I'm going to go with that. So they do, of course, do the Shy Shamrock ribbon, which I haven't got. So if you've got Shy Shamrock, that'd be perfect. If you haven't got that, it could go grey. I'm actually doing mint macaron, I think it is, that I've had quite a long time. But it looks as though I can get away with that. Right, now let's see what we're going to cut this. So this is, I'm going to go back to plain inches now. So that's 4 3/8 by just almost slightly, it's only very slight, 4 3/8. So I'm going to do 4 3/8, 4 3/8. So I'm going to do it by 4 1/4. So I'm going to do 4 1/4, and I'm going to do, let's have a look how that's sitting, 1/4, and 1/4. So 4 1/4. I'm going to do 4 and is it slightly, is that the okay. Oh, I think I'm just going to do it 4 1/4 square. There we go, 4 1/4 square. So it's only taking that bit off. So that's it, and I'm going to put that on. Oh, but before I put that on, I want to put my ribbon on. So where's my tear and tape? I've had it. So what have I done with it? It's around here somewhere. And now I've got to put it back in my, sure I've put it back in my bag, and I've had it out. I've used it this morning, so I know it's around somewhere. Okay, I'm going to start the brand new one. As soon as I open this one, I'll probably see it, but it doesn't really matter. It's not an issue. Right, so where are we? There we go. So I'm going to go for putting it about halfway, okay, on there, and I'll put that there. So I'm going to make sure I've got plenty. Take that off. So I've got plenty to tie. Is that right? So make sure I've got plenty to tie and put that down there like that. Then I'm going to put this on top. The stripes going up and down. Give myself a equal increment. Okay, that's there. And do that so that I can get the place where it is. Looking about there. And that just out of the way. And pop that down. Hopefully that's about right place. And then just bring that so that it is level with that. And that should be plenty to cut with, to actually do with. Now, the badge fits nicely inside, look. In fact, I've made that, I could have done with that a little bit higher actually. That's that very proud. Let's see if I can balance it. It's alright if it's balanced, that's fine. I'm going to cut that. So we need some more stripe. So let's see if I've got some more stripe to go. We'll have that see on the side. That's what centimetres, that's about, well, that is 1.5 centimetres. So I'll pull it back 1.5 centimetres and pull it back a couple. So do that, and then I want to do that 4 1/4, I think I said, didn't I? 4 1/4. Glue that onto the side. Give myself equal increment on this side. And then we just want one for the back. So let's see. I've got another piece. So this was 4 1/4 square. So 4 1/4 square. Okay. And that can go in the back of the stripes. Give myself an equal increment all the way around again. There we go. And then I'm going to leave it on while I just tie a bow. That'll be about there. I'm going to cut it about there, but giving myself plenty of ribbon so that I can undo it and retie and finish it off. Right, now what I want for the front is the happy birthday. I want this and the shadow die to go on the front. I have not ordered it yet, but that's what I want to finish it off with, so that it'd be a nice gift to give to my teenage grandson, and he can wear his badge. So hope you like that. I thought it was a wonderful idea because I want to do many things as I possibly can with this die. So that is what I've done. Now my actual I don't know whether you can see, it's got a foam pad on it. It would have been better, and it's got a plastic thing on it. It would have been better without those, but that should help to keep it in place. So I didn't measure the height, silly. So I could have done with slightly higher, but if you get a pin that doesn't have this plastic bit on, that will fit into this better. I might bear that in mind and make my next box slightly higher. Now I've bought a few of these pins, so I will change my box to slightly higher. But if you just sit it in the middle, it's not too proud, it's fine. So hope you like that. Thank you very much for watching. Do appreciate that you've popped by. Please share my videos, that would be very helpful for me. And stay safe, stay well. Bye for now.